Hi guys, it's me. So before we get on today's video, I just wanted to share a quick announcement regarding my Instagram. So recently, I have limited down to 2 accounts on Instagram, and I used to have 3, but I deleted one because I thought 3 was a lot to manage. I just combined my photography page and my YouTube page together. My new username is claire.catherine with 2 E's and then underscore. If you don't follow that Instagram already, be sure you follow that for YouTube announcements and updates and stories about regarding my YouTube channel. That's also my photography page, so you get to see some of my photography work. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So without any further ado, let's get on with today's video. Hi guys, it is Claire here and welcome back to my channel. For this video, this is a continuation of my last week's video of my record collection. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that. I'll put it up here somewhere. And if you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Claire and I make college and lifestyle related videos. So if you like this video today, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And without any further ado, let's continue on into my record collection. First, we are going to start off with my favorite artist of all time. Are you ready for my favorite artist? You probably will know by just looking at me who my favorite artist is. But anyway, enough with the suspense. Here we go. Anyway, so of course, as you can tell, Michael Jackson's my all-time favorite artist. I love him so much. I love all his music. I don't know what it is. I just love Michael Jackson. This is his Off the Wall album, and I got this from my dad as well. This album is all around cool. All the songs on here are so good. They are so good. I even love the album look. It's so nice. My favorite songs on here have got to be Off the Wall, Rock With You, and Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. The next album I have by Michael Jackson is Thriller. This is another one my dad gave to me. I just love the whole look of this album. I think this is the first album I actually listened to when I discovered Michael Jackson. I mean, my parents, of course, listened to Michael Jackson, so of course I was around that. But anyway, this is the first album I listened to when I first heard him. My favorite songs off this album are Billie Jean, Human Nature, and Pretty Young Thing. And the last album I have by Michael Jackson is Bad. This one I got from a record store in Orlando. I just love the whole look of this album. It's so nice, and it is in clear plastic because it's white and it's one of my newer albums. So yeah, it's really nice. My favorite songs on here have got to be Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Smooth Criminal. The next album I have is Ramblin' Roses by Nat King Cole. I got this one from the same antique store. This album is really good. I love Nat King Cole. He's so good. Plus, we were born on the same day, which is awesome. My favorite songs on here have got to be When You're Smiling and Skip to My Lou. The next album I have is McCartney 2 by Paul McCartney. This is another one my dad gave to me. I just love the whole look of this album. The whole look of this album is really nice. I never listened to this album before, so it was a really nice album. Let me just tell you my favorites. My favorites are On My Way, Waterfalls, and Dark Room. Next, I have Full Face by Phil Collins. This is another one my dad gave to me. This album, just black and white photography, screams. It's so nice. I love it. It's so nice. My favorite song on here, of course, is the classic In the Air Tonight, but another one I like is called Tomorrow Never Knows. The next album I have is the absolutely amazing Purple Rain by Prince. This is another one my dad gave to me. The look of this album is so nice. I of course have this in a shirt because why not? I love music from the 80s. This is a really nice album, and my favorite songs, if I had to pick, are Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy, and When Doves Cry. Okay guys, we are getting into my favorite band of all time, which is Queen! This is their Night at the Opera album, which I love this album. And I got this album from the same Orlando record shop. I, again, keep this in a protective cover because it's white and it's one of my newer albums. I just love Queen so much. They're my favorite group. I guess after watching Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, I was really drawn to the group, Freddie Mercury, and the music, and just the amount of variety of music they have, which I really love, and I'm drawn to the band. My favorite songs from this album are Bohemian Rhapsody, Love of My Life, and You're My Best Friend. The next album I have by Queen is News of the World. This is another one I got from my dad. I just love the whole look of this album, and the illustration's so nice, and plus it opens up so it's a long album, and the inside's really nice too, so I love the illustration. It also has some classics songs by Queen that everybody knows, like We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions, which goes along with my two favorites. And another one I like on here, it's really sad, but it's so good. It's called My Melancholy Blues. It's such a good song. I just love Freddie's vocals on there. So nice. So, the last album I have by Queen is Queen Live Killers, and this is from one of their live concerts. And this one was given to me by my dad, and this is such a good album. It has a lot of their hits, and it's just really nice to hear like a crowd and that going to a concert, because I would have definitely gone to this concert if I was alive. Like, I would have gone to this concert. My favorite songs on here is probably going to be a long list. So first we have We Will Rock You, Killer Queen, You're My Best Friend, Don't Stop Me Now, Love of My Life, Keep Yourself Alive, and We Are the Champions. The next album I have is Everything is Beautiful by Ray Stevens. I got this one from the antique store. I got this album because of certain songs that I like on there, and I also discovered them through Spotify. So I found this album and I was like, I have to have it. It has such beautiful songs. And my favorite songs on here are Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head and Everything is Beautiful. The next album I have is the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. This mostly contains songs by the Bee Gees, which is why I was drawn to this album. And this album is once again given to me by my dad. This album is really nice. And I actually haven't seen Saturday Night Fever, which I actually should, because I hear it's really good. And John Travolta. My favorite songs on here have got to be How Deep Is Your Love, Staying Alive, and More Than a Woman. The next album I have is In Case You're in Love by Sonny and Cher, and I got this once again from the antique store. I just love Sonny and Cher. They're just such a classic. I love them so much, so I just had to have this album because it's such a classic. My favorite songs on here are The Beat Goes On, You Baby, and Stand By Me. The next album I have is The Best of Christmas. I got this one from my dad as well, and this one contains such a variety of classic artists, like from Bing Crosby to Ella Fitzgerald, Nat King Cole, you name it. It's almost everybody's on here. It's such a good album, and their pictures are of course inside. This comes with 2 vinyls. It's so hard to pick favorites for Christmas songs because they're all so good, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So the ones that I like on here are Do You Hear What I Hear, Bing Crosby, and Oh Holy Night by the Letterman, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Dean Martin. And this next one, I was so happy when I found it. Like, my jaw dropped. I was so happy. It is the Singing in the Rain soundtrack along with the Easter Parade soundtrack. I got this from the antique store once again. I just love these two movies. These movies are such classics. I was happy to have the soundtrack with them. Singing in the Rain is probably my favorite, just because of the music. Even though Judy Garland is an Easter Parade, I still love this movie, but Singing in the Rain has such good songs. Let me tell you, my favorites are probably gonna be from Singing in the Rain. So my favorites are Good Morning from Singing in the Rain, All I Do Is Dream of You, and of course, Singing in the Rain. The next album I have is If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears by the Mamas and the Papas. I got this one from the antique store once again. I was so happy to find it because this album contains California Dreamin', which, fun fact, I was in marching band in high school and this was one of the songs that we played my senior year, so I just had to have it. My favorite songs on here are, of course, California Dreamin', Monday Monday, and Something Groovy. The last I have in my collection is another duo that I love next to Hall & Oates, which is Wham! This is their Make It Big album, and this is another one my dad gave to me. And I just love Wham! Even though they had a little few songs, I still love them. And of course, George Michael, my favorite. My favorite songs from this album are my top favorite is Everything She Wants. I always listen to that song on repeat on this and on Spotify. I always listen to that song on repeat. My other two are Wake Me Up Before You Go Go and Careless Whisper is on here by George Michael. And we have reached the end of my record collection. I definitely don't consider myself an expert at vinyls yet because I'm just a beginner and I'm starting to expand more on my collection. I definitely hope to expand more on my record collection. I want to collect more vinyls by Queen, more by Michael Jackson and Hall & Oates, all my favorite artists. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye guys.